What's up, everybody? Let's just start the live stream, huh? Let's just start it off here. I'm not overlapping with anybody except for looks like Ty Lopez. So all you guys coming at me from Ty Lopez, I know you're probably coming from me straight from Ty Lopez because we're all #1 fans. But no, it's pretty good. Let's see if we can beat his numbers. He's got 169 people watching him. Okay, so can we beat Ty Lopez numbers at the bottom of a bear market? Can the Hex Pulsechain community, can we beat the master affiliate marketer himself, the mastermind, the one that we've all watched the My Car in a Garage video, but I think we can beat him this time, guys. I mean, it's what is it? Wednesday, middle of the day. Some of you might be at work. I'm here to distract you. I'm here to soothe your ears with news of a pamp. We got a nice little pamp. Looking at some major pampage. Let's say what's up to the chat. Crypto7, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in the chat. First, you beat Kaiser. That is rare. And then D'Artagnan, of course, the regulars, the regular old culprits. What's going on, guys? A little pumperoni pizza was served today. It's my favorite type of pizza. I like it better than sausage. I like pamperoni. And boy, did we get one on the Ethereum hex chart. The EHex chart, guys. The EHex chart. Everyone said it was dead. They said it was dead. They said they sold all their EHex. And look at it, guys. It survived. It's right here. It's right in front of your face. EHex. I never sold it. I'm happy I never sold it. I thought about it. A lot of my friends were like, yeah, I dumped all that. I mean, I held it. I'm not going to lie. I've been buying PHex over EHex lately, but this gives me a lot of hope. All right. You can't kill immutable code. You can't kill it. It's not going anywhere. Now, this could have been for any number of reasons. Now, people are speculating there's a new yield farming opportunity coming out. You might know what I'm talking about. It's based off of a bunch of dick jokes. It's the meme coin dex that everyone's talking about. If you know, you know. If you don't know, join my Patreon if you want some hot alpha. Guys, I talk about this stuff in all my videos. It's really not a secret. There's a brand new, look, guys, October is a big month for Pulsechain. October is a really big month for Pulsechain. We got 3 major projects coming out. Okay, Liquid Loans, Mintra, 9inch. Okay, Liquid Loans, Mintra, 9inch. These are all good in their own ways. They all add value to the Pulsechain ecosystem. And guys, I actually just got off an interview with the Pulse Wallet guy as well. I'm going to post that after this live stream, so stay tuned. I'll get to questions and comments. Good to see all you guys in the chat. I'll make sure I read the comments pretty soon. I just want people to know the hottest updates in Pulsechain that are really going on. If you're not up to date, you need to be aware of these things because you can make money on them. And if you don't want to make money on them, you have to at least understand how they add value to your fundamental position in Pulsechain, assuming you have one. If you don't, if you're brand new to crypto, I've got a course, Hex Passive Income, link below. But most of you guys are veterans. A lot of you guys watching, you already know Hex, you already know Pulsechain. And we're the only survivors out here. We're the only people that survived the bear market. Everyone's going to be begging and pleading to get in 50x higher from here, guys. So just be prepared for that. Try to get people in now because I really don't think after a certain point, after we do a 50-100x, I'm going to feel a lot differently about trying to really get people onboarded. Obviously, it's always a good time to get into crypto, to get your own. Because look, the government's printing their money to oblivion. Okay, the government's devaluing your currency every single day, no matter what. So just having self-sovereign money that you actually own, that's what crypto is. It's like digital money under the mattress. And it doesn't matter, I guess, what price you get in. If you're holding long enough like I am, I'm holding for I have a 15-year plan in crypto. A lot of people can't fathom that. We've gone to this degeneracy phase. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, right? Everyone wants to know what's the hot meme coin. I got to make a quick buck. I got to get my fix, man. Got to get my fix of those meme coins, some green candles, and it sucks because people are bored, and people a lot of times they wreck themselves when they're bored. So be careful. If you're not early on these, pump and dump meme coins, short term, you got to understand the game you're playing. Some people do understand the game they're playing. Some people don't. But look, all I'm saying, let's go back to the original point. Now is the time to onboard. So if anything I'm saying during this live stream is confusing to you, I do have a course that takes you from 0 to hero if you know absolutely nothing about crypto. But these streams are trying to, I try to gear these towards the community as well as new people. So I break down what's happening now. and it might be a little repetitious for, existing veterans. I know there's a lot of crypto veterans. I see you guys in chat. I'll get to you in a minute. I see a lot of veterans out there, but I know there's a lot of new people too. So don't be afraid to ask questions. I'm active in Patreon, my group in Patreon, but I'm also active here. So ask me whatever you want. There are almost no stupid questions. I would say there's no stupid questions, but you go on and ask me what to buy, how much to buy. That's a question only you can answer. All right. That's a question that's very personal to your lifestyle. I can't tell you how many times, hey, how much Hex do I need to buy to get rich? By even asking that question, you're setting yourself up in a bad spot. You think some internet guru is going to say 1 million Hex, sir? That's exactly how much you need. Look, we're not financial advisors, and you might have children, you might have a 401k, you might have a house mortgage to pay off. You might be single, and you might be willing to risk a lot more. Maybe you're saving up for a marriage, wedding. Everybody's got a different lifestyle. So, we're all going through our crypto journey in a different way. I'm here to educate you guys. I'm just here to educate you how to do it right, how to stay safe, how not to get hacked. There's a bunch of scammers in crypto. You could lose all your money. Like I said, I just talked to the Pulse Wallet guy. I'm going to post that interview after this. ThePulseWallet.org is a serious contender. I don't think people realize because they're Vietnamese, this team. 8 developers, 3 marketing guys, spanning, they're covering most of Asia. They speak a whole bunch of different languages. These are smart dudes, hardworking, smart people. And they're building their wallet with a focus on privacy and security. Privacy and security. They're integrating the hottest technology, MPC, multi-party computation. You guys probably don't even understand what that is. ZK Snarks. ZK Snarks is basically privacy, right? This wallet's going to be, it almost reminds me of, the Apple motto where sometimes you got to show people what they want before they know what they even want it yet. Because you go around asking the crypto community today, hey, what do you want in a wallet? And they're going to tell you, I want meme coins. I want my special tokens. I just want to see my logo. They're going to just tell you some crazy stuff. I want to see my 50 different sub projects underneath this one DeFi protocol. And to the average everyday person, they don't care. They don't know. What the average everyday person needs that they might not even know that they want, and what we all need, what I need, what you guys need, is a wallet that's safe and secure so that one day when MetaMask, poops the bed, we need an alternative to go to. And trust me, that's probably going to happen. MetaMask, look, I still use it for now. I still use the Fox icon, that sneaky little fox. I'm still using him, but I know he's an evil spy. Okay, we all know that Fox is an evil spy. They're selling out their data through the Infura nodes to JP Morgan. But as long as you've got either your own custom setup to Ethereum, you can set up your own custom Infura or your own custom RPC node to Ethereum. I teach everyone how to, if that sounds complicated, it's not. I literally posted the basic tutorial on Twitter for free. But if you're confused, again, Patreon course. But look, yeah, you can change your custom RPC URL in MetaMask to protect yourself from the slimy tentacles of JP Mosquito, rather. I love what Sami does. What Sami does, people don't realize this. Your friend Sami, he covers these words on purpose because he doesn't want to get flagged. And I need to take a page out of his book. So I'm going to adopt some of his phrasers, like poop coin. It's better than saying S-word coin because number one, demonetization, you get flagged, you get de-boosted in the algorithm. So keeping it family friendly over here, as always, guys. Crypto's family friendly. I've been bouncing around topics, but what were we talking about? Wallet safety. Okay. PulseChain is still safe. You can use PulseChain in your MetaMask, no problem. I still do. Again, I want to be clear. I still use MetaMask because they haven't completely sold out. But, you can't trust some of these people. We saw what Uniswap did, right? We saw how Uniswap bent the knee. We saw how they did KYC, censorship. They delisted Hex manually, the opposite of decentralization, the opposite of crypto. Crypto was invented to get rid of the gatekeepers. What did Uniswap become? A literal gatekeeper. And you can buy Hex on any other place. CowSwap. Clearly, a lot of people bought some Hex today, didn't they? So no one, they're not stopping people from buying Hex. CowSwap, even Sushi Swap. You can buy it on all kinds of different websites. Uniswap is not the only DEX. Decentralized software still for now. But they manually gatekeep. What else do? They charge a fee that doesn't even go to the uni holders. They charge a fee that goes all to them. There's a lot of cheaper options, 1 inch, 9 inch. Choose how many inches you want. We got more inches on PulseChain, guys, 9inch.io. So yeah, censorship, high fees that go to lining the pockets of the VCs and investors. Hey, they had, look, they had to take a payday. I get it. You got to cash out, but at least don't censor. At least don't censor coins, and at least don't KYC people. And right now, it's just a KYC switch. It's an optional KYC switch. KYC, gatekeeping, fees. Uniswap's done. I'm over it. I'm not using Uniswap anymore. There's so many better options out there. Look, Uniswap walked so that we could run. Thank you, Uniswap, for inventing the V2 smart contract, which really, I think, this is just gossip. This is developer gossip, but I think Vitalik, gave Hayden the entire premise for a DEX. I think Hayden, it wasn't even his own brainchild. It was he just took the schematics from Vitalik and built it. So look, we shouldn't be worshiping these guys. They have not treated us well. They're not real DeFi. Pulsechain and Hex are real DeFi. Pulsechain is truly decentralized. Everyone's building on it. New wallets all the time. You got internet money. Now you got pulsewallet.org, thepulsewallet.org. And this team is, I'm telling you guys, I'm going to post a video. It's a little hard to understand because, there's an accent, there's a language barrier, but if you pay close attention, you'll understand everything. And I think it'll click, how they're planning on monetizing. They might even be building a delegated staking service for Pulsechain within the wallet. And that could be a monetization method within the app, as opposed to slapping a token on it and trying to make, everybody just wants to make a token, right? This team, I'm personally, I'm kind of overloaded with tokens right now. I don't really need too many more. Your token's got to be pretty convincing for me to buy into it at this point. I'm overextended. Okay. I got my Hex Pulse, my PaulSexs. And you guys know, if you follow the channel, I've got some other things that, I've got Hedron just because I got it for free. I'm not buying Hedron, but I got it for free. I've got some of these other Fame Fiat tokens just because I really like the service that they're providing. I did sacrifice for liquid loans and Mintra, and I didn't for 9inch, but 9inch is going to be useful because they're going to have yield farms. So there's another yield farming opportunity, guys. 9inch is coming. 9inch is coming. Hexy bastard. I love this. I love this guy because he just tweeted out the other day, non-financial advice, buy PLD and buy PP token. And what do people do? It looks like they're buying it. So, these are probably, I'm assuming these are going to be some of the yield farm tokens. Now, don't just rush in and ape in to buy any meme coin. Don't just buy a coin just because it has a yield farm. But, he's kind of giving the secrets away right there. I'm just saying. I love the audacity. He basically was just no financial advice, but PPPLD and some other coin. I forgot the other one. Obviously, these are going to be the ones that are probably having the first yield farms. What I would love to see, what I'm hoping and praying for, and this might actually be why EHex is pumping as well. People see EHex pumping. They're like, why? Why is EHex pumping? I thought it was dead. Everybody told me EHex was dead. Look, guys, all it's going to take, and I've been kind of saying this for a long time now, I've wanted to see a yield farm on the the EHexPHex pair. Because we had that in the beginning. You guys remember we had that in the beginning, and we had a bunch of liquidity on that pair. I think Richard pulled that pair, Richard's team, whoever it was, the developers, because what we saw was happening was these idiots, these people that just clearly didn't understand how Hex worked. They were emergency end staking their Hex stakes. And when you, if you don't know, I'm going to teach you something. If you emergency end your Hex stake early, you could lose all your Hex. Okay. And that Hex gets routed to the people in the system that do what they said they were going to do. It's a beautiful system. Rewards the people that keep to their word. That if you make a stake, I like to call it staking with consequences. There's a lot of staking out there where you can just stake and unstake all day long and there's no consequences. Hex monetizes time because there are consequences to the staking. Hex monetizes time because there are actual staking with consequences. So, what did we see when the EHexPHex pair was incentivized on PaulSexs yield farms? We saw a bunch of people EESing, nuking their whole bags, losing everything. And so I'm pretty sure that's why the original yield farm was pulled. Now, over the past 4 or 5 months, we've seen all the non-believers get rinsed out of the system. And it seems to be, I don't want to speak too soon, but at some point in a bear market, there will be a time where the final seller has sold and we're ready to go back up. There will be one single guy. It's crazy to think about this, right? The bear market ends when the last of the bears is done selling. And the bull market ends when the last of the bulls is done buying. When there are no more bulls left, that's when the bull market ends. When all the bears have been washed out and wrecked and sold the bottom and just can't take it anymore. Only then, after the most painful, grinding 6 months, 12 months. I mean, we've been doing a bear market. We've been in this bear market thing for 2 goddamn years. It sucks. It sucks. I know, but all you guys still here, you Hexican Spartan warriors out there, we're still here, and the rewards are coming in these long-term games. You just got to be able to withstand the emotions that other people can't. It's a game of attrition. Crypto has always been a game of attrition, unless you're playing these day trading games, meme coin degenning. For every one winner, there's many, many more losers. But hey, you guys are all trading geniuses. I know everyone's a trading genius, right? Because they all talk about it online, and everyone tells the truth online. We all know everyone's honest and super honest about their bags and how much money they made day trading, right? Where was I? Yeah. So EHex pumping. Why? Maybe some people are speculating that the 9-inch exchange is going to have a PHex EHex yield farm. I don't know. I mean, I would love to see that. I have no indication that that's ever even a possibility. I don't talk to Hexy Bastard regularly. I haven't talked to him in a long, long time. But I know he's a Hex holder. I would love it if he incentivized that pair. But guys, let me read a tweet from you for you guys. Here's why I'm so bullish. And here's why, look, I'm making this connection between EHex and 9-inch. And it might not be there. But I haven't heard anybody talking about this connection yet. I have not heard anybody talking about this connection. Basically, all right, EHex pumped 40% today. Everybody wants to know, why is EHex pumping? Why is EHex pumping? Tweet from Hexy Bastard. Tweet from Hexy Bastard says, I quote, imagine you could stake Hex on Ethereum and get better yield than the absolute standard. For real, 9-inch, no comment needed, ... So he's alluding to something, and it doesn't take a genius to read between the lines there. So if you got that liquid EHex, you might not want to sell it. You might not want to sell it just yet. Because, guys, whatever happened to bonding the PRC20 ERC20s? Here's something you guys don't know. Go to PaulSexs.com right now. Not app.paulsexs.com. Go to PaulSexs.com, the website. The website. Okay? And then go look at PaulSexs' goal on the website. I'm going to read this for you guys because it's, you might be busy, you might be at work. PaulSexs is a Uniswap fork with PLSX liquidity provider incentivization. Its goal is to provide Pulsechain users with the best possible trading experience and yield farm with a strong focus. This is the most important part right here, guys. Pay attention. With a strong focus on incentivizing ERC20 holders to bridge in and back the value of their free PRC20s. So look, backing the value means that if you have enough liquidity in these pairs, the ERC20, PRC20 pair, for example, there's $10 million of liquidity in EHexPHex. The ratio doesn't move a lot. Now, it doesn't mean, everyone gets this wrong too. They think, oh, price parity, 1-to-1. Not necessarily. That's not a guarantee at all. I mean, it could be 1-to-1, but it could be locked in at a ratio of 0.4-to-1, 0.5-to-1. So that's why I always like to keep an eye on the PHex-Hex ratio. Let's go to dexscreener.com. Dexscreener.com. You can check out EHexPHex. This is the ratio. Hex from Ethereum tied to Hex on Pulsechain. Giant wick up today. Oh my God. We're in the 0.004. We just eliminated about 1.5 months of losses in one day. You eliminated 1.5 months of losses in one day, guys. That's crypto for you. What a roller coaster we ride on. It's crazy, crazy. You got to be really crazy to be in crypto, guys. All of us watching, all of us still here. You know why? It's because we believe. It's because we actually believe in what we're doing. The only people that are able to hold long term and not get shaken out is to have an actual belief in the community and what we're standing for here. Real crypto, real DeFi, not your keys, not your coins. Mad gains. We all like mad gains. Long-term holding, not trading. We're all a bunch of like-minded individuals here. So anyway, you got $1 million right now. That's a lot, but it's not a ton. You got $1 million of liquidity between EHex and PHex right now. And the ratio, guys, you go to Dex Screener, click on the ratio. If you don't know how to do all this stuff, guys, again, I've got a course. All right. I've got a Patreon. But you guys should know Dex Screener will tell you the ratio. the ratio was grinding to a halt at about 0.4, meaning that EHex was worth about 40% of one PHex. Okay, and we had this sideways grinding action for about a month. And it you know, fingers crossed, it looks like a lot of the EHex dumpers that wanted to, I know a lot of people did this. They said, screw EHex, I'm converting it all to PHex. That's okay. I'm not mad about that. You can do that if you want to. I didn't do that yet because I wanted to wait and hold out for a yield farm because, guys, whatever happened to backing the value? Go to PaulSexs.com. This whole thing, the whole past 2 years. Does anybody remember before Pulsechain launched? We had 2 years and everybody was talking about backing the value of PHex and EHex, liquidity bonding, and all that. And for some reason that just went out the window. Now everyone's got to get this degen stuff out of there. I don't know. Maybe everyone's just bored. Everyone's playing with, you know, magic conspiracy theory, meme coins or whatever. Maybe it's just something that people have to get out of their system. It comes at the end of a bear market, usually when people start, you know, casinoing. They start to really just, I mean, a lot of people have been treating Pulsechain like a casino. That's okay. That's okay if it's getting new people in. But let's be honest. Is it new people coming in or is it people that have been here the whole time? Devolving. You know, we want to be evolving, not devolving. So just make sure you're going on the right path. It should be a one-way street. New people in, do degen casino stuff, and then, hey, maybe they get into the long-term stuff. What I hate to see is long-term people, you know, going the opposite way, devolving back to casino time. Anyway, you can do whatever you want. I'm not here to lecture you. I'm just, from my own experience, I know what works. I know what ends up being a massive waste of time for the most part, except for those trading geniuses, because everyone's a trading genius. Anyway, EHexPHex, just the ratio just eliminated all of my impermanent loss. Guys, I have a little tiny liquidity position right now. It's not big, but it's over on the EHexPHex. And I did it as an experiment. I put it in at right around, you know, 0.5, the ratio of like 0.5 to 1. So when EHex was worth about half as much as PHex, I thought that would be maybe close to the bottom. I was wrong. It dipped to 0.4. But in the last 2 days, it recovered all those losses, all that impermanent loss. We're right back to 0.5 again. So look, I don't know where the ratio is going to lie, but somewhere between 0.4 and 0.5 seems kind of stable. I don't want to speak too soon. There could always be, you never know, guys, like BankX guy, whatever. I don't like to waste all my time imagining all the potential plebs and weak hands, but there's weak hands out there, guys. So if you're going to dump your EHex, just freaking dump it already, because I am ready to liquidity lock these two bad boys. Okay. These two mother effers. I want to liquidity lock them, and I want to hold and peg the value of my EHex to my PHex, like we've been talking about for the last 2 years, that everyone just kind of forgot about for whatever reason. So praying that 9-inch offers a new yield farm. And I think that might be a possible explanation as to why people aped back into EHex again, because they want to scoop up a bunch of EHex and then bond it to PHex over on 9-inch. Now, I haven't heard anybody propose that, but you know, Hexy bastards out here just giving it away, dude. Hexy, I mean, just follow these people on Twitter, right? They give you, they really, what's the word? They really tell you what they're going to do. Okay. They telegraph. All right. It's like in, you know, boxing, Muay Thai or whatever, when you kind of can see someone's about to punch in a certain way. What were we talking about, guys? 9-inch is one. And guys, I'm not super interested in the token. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Might have a short-term pump. I don't know. Might have a longer-term pump. Hey, I know a lot of people sacrificed, more power to you. Okay. But I'm very interested in the yield farms, single-sided staking, and it's going to bring a lot of, it'll be fun. Okay. I mean, look, I don't mean to like crap on all meme coins. All right. Not all meme coins are bad. And there's different levels to this stuff, right? There's different levels to degeneracy. But hey, it's going to be a sandbox where all the meme coiners can go play. We do need this segment. It is a necessary evil, you know? I mean, look, you can call it a necessary good. Just because I don't play, just because I don't like the same coins as you guys doesn't mean you can't go play around. But basically, yeah, this eggplant DEX is going to be where all the meme coins go. And I think it's going to give some yield farm opportunities. Liquid loans. Let's switch context. All right. Let's put a bow on that one. Liquid loans is launching. If you guys don't know liquid loans, you got to check it out. It's going to bring an algorithmic stable coin. This stable coin, if you want to mint it on Pulsechain, will always be pegged to $1 worth of PLS. And how does that stable coin get created? You have to mint it. You mint it yourself and you put up your own PLS as collateral. So let's say you put up 10,000 bucks worth of PLS. You should always over collateralize when you want to take out stable coins, but you can mint, maybe $1,000, $2,000 worth of USDL. Now, again, guys, it's strategically, it's best to probably mint these stable coins and collateralize your stable coins when the markets are low. You don't want to be collateralizing stable coins at the top of the bull market because, then we know PulseChain Hex, all of crypto, it's vulnerable. Crypto is always vulnerable to 80, 90% drops. And yeah, the future cycles might be less volatile, but they're still going to be 80, 90, 95% sometimes. Look at Hex, okay? Bitcoin too. Bitcoin is just people down 75%, laughing at people down 99%. We're all down, all right? We're all down. So some people are just less wrecked and more wrecked than other people if you were holding. So yeah, be careful. That's all I got to say about liquid loans. Collateralize your stable coins when the markets are down, because when the markets are massively up, you're taking out, it doesn't matter even if you're 10x over collateralized. If the price dips 90%, even if you're 10x collateralized, you're going to default on your own loan. And all liquid loans is decentralized loans. You take out a loan against yourself. You mint a stable coin based on your own PLS, and you basically say, if the price of PLS drops a certain degree, then the code can take away all my PLS. So you'll keep your stable coin, but you'll never get that PLS back. Someone else is going to buy it on the auctions. Okay. It's complicated. You can look into it if you want. I'm telling you the basic functionality and why it's adding value to PulseChain. Now, it was forked from a protocol called Liquidity. Some of these developers, they don't know anything about branding, right? Like it's that Liquidity. Liquidity is a terrible brand name, but luckily Liquid Loans came along and fixed a lot of things with Liquidity, including the brand name. That's Liquity, right? It sounds like Liquidity. Nobody can tell. Is it Liquidity? It's Liquidity. All right. And this is an algo stablecoin that Liquid Loans was forked from. It's been running fine on Ethereum for the last 5-6 years now. And it survives, an 85% dip in the Ethereum price. So, and it survived with minimal liquidations. Like you'd be surprised. I was surprised when I saw this metric, how few liquidations there actually are on the Liquidity platform. But don't worry about that one. It's all about the PulseChain version now, because that's what we're doing with PulseChain. We're copying what works, we're improving upon it, we're iterating, and that's why PulseChain is the next evolution in crypto. It's the next natural progression. Hex is a better Bitcoin, PulseChain's a better Ethereum, Liquid Loans is a better Liquidity. I hate saying it. What a terrible name. Thank God Liquid Loans has some more business sense. Yeah, guys. What else? Mintra. All you guys out there that like NFTs, crypto's funny because it's kind of like two separate universes. Okay, you got the NFT universe and you've got the DeFi, decentralized finance universe. And I'm a DeFi guy. All right, I'm a DeFi connoisseur. I would call myself an expert. Honestly, I'm an expert. I've been here 9 years in DeFi, but in NFTs, I know enough. I know enough to get by, but I don't know which NFTs are hot and all that stuff. And you've got a ton of NFT platforms building on PulseChain right now. A ton of them. You've got one called Beatbox that seems pretty popular. You can check out Beatbox if you want NFTs now. And then you've got financial NFTs and you've got collectible NFTs. So financial NFTs, you've got a wrapped hex stake. That's an example of a financial NFT. So I'm good with those. I can understand those. Even like Zen NFTs, God forbid. I'm sorry, if you're into those, God help you. But that you can even buy Zen NFTs over on Beatbox. May the Lord have mercy on your soul. But then we got other guys out here like Artist Collective. So you've got the Tang Gang. They've got their own NFT collection platform, or just NFT collection, I think, and it's on all kinds of platforms. So you can launch an NFT collection on multiple platforms. Mintra's coming out. Mintra was very highly well funded, and the website just looks beautiful. And it's forked. The tokenomics of it is kind of forked from LooksRare, which had pretty good tokenomics over on Ethereum. But yeah, I'm trying to think of all the other NFT projects. I'm trying to shout you guys out. NFT gang, I'm trying to shout you guys out. Man, we got Tang Gang. Okay, that's like one of them that I know of. I just found one the other day that was semi-interesting. Hold on a second, guys. It's like Heart Labs win. Heart Army. Look, this one actually looks like they're doing the collectible thing. Like it could work. I'm not telling people to go buy NFTs or anything. I'm not buying them. Okay, just so you guys know, I only own NFTs that, random people have sent me to try to get me interested. And I just can't, I don't know what it is. It's just like a blocker in my brain. But I appreciate the art. I appreciate art. And so you can check out Heart Army. It looks like they got like this, it almost looks like a video game. Like you get your own character and all the characters are different. And that's on Beatbox. And again, I don't know what the heck I don't know if these are going to be like good investments, right? Like, I don't even know if that wave is ever going to come back. Like, is the NFT, I think the NFT market is obviously going to be here a long time, but it's going to be used by corporations, institutions for, minting concert tickets or minting coupons or special, badges, customer loyalty type of stuff. And you're probably still going to have some collectibles that people like, but NFTs are going to be big in gaming, right? They're like, skins or unique guns and stuff like that. These can all be tokenized as an NFT. Or companies like Walmart can issue 1 million NFT coupons, right? If you have this NFT, you're a lifetime 10% off customer. A company I can understand NFTs, right? Like the use cases for them are endless, but I don't know how much of these collections are all just short-term hype. And like, how am I supposed to know what's going to be the pulse punks on Pulsechain? Oh, well, I meant the crypto punks. So we have pulse punks. We got pulse punks. We got Tangang. We got Heart Army. We've got. It's just like, how do I know? How do I know which one of these NFT collections is going to be the hot new thing? It's hard to predict these things. Like, would you really have guessed Pudgy Penguins was going to be the one? You got Wacky Walruses and Pudgy Penguins. Okay, Pudgy Penguins blows up. What happened to Wacky Walruses, right? It's really weird how these things go viral. Look, if you can come up with some kind of rhyme or reason to how these go viral, like who's making the next punks, who's making the next Bored Ape Yacht Club? I'm sure someone's already making Pulse Ape Yacht Club. All right, but I mean, is that really gonna? Oh yeah, Pixel Park is coming from the Power City guys. So you've got a couple of big, the big three that I've heard of are Pixel Park, Beatbox, and then Mintra. For all you NFT guys out there, but there's also like 10 more. And I don't know, man. I've seen so many NFT platforms, and I'm just like, how many do we need? I mean, it's good to have variety. It's good to have variety. Like these three are all being run by professional teams and stuff. Like they're all like legit, so to speak. But it's not to say the other ones aren't legit. I keep hearing about them, and then I'll hear about them once, and I'll never hear about them again. Someone's building an NFT game. Okay, I'll let you shill. Finger on the pulse. Pulse Wars. You're welcome. Free shill. Hey, I'm shilling my course. You get a free shill, sir. But the affiliate program. Somebody wants to know about the affiliate program. Good. Thanks for bringing me back, guys. Look, it's all about onboarding, network effects. If you guys have ever heard of Metcalfe's law, Sami talks about it all the time. Metcalfe's law basically means that the value of your network grows proportionally as a square of the number of users in your network. Oh no, math, complicated. No, it's not. I'm going to explain it for you. I'm going to break it down. If you 10x the number of users, theoretically in Metcalfe's law, if you get a 10x multiple in the number of users, you should get a square of that in terms of a multiple of the value of the network. Now, obviously, it's very complicated in real life to actually value. Is each user valued the same? Are some users worth more or less? Metcalfe's law isn't perfect, but it does. I mean, if you applied it to Hex in the past bull run, it was pretty to a T. We got a 10,000x in price with a 100x in user growth. So, I mean, it was pretty spot on for that one. So, all this to say, onboarding is essential. Anyone that tells you it's not is lying to you. You need people to actually use this stuff. All right. And it's all about adoption. It's all about onboarding. And I think everybody in crypto agrees on that. Even the Bitcoiners agree. The Ethereum guys agree. It's about getting in more people. But here's the funny thing is everybody likes to point and say, you're a Ponzi because you require new users to get in to make the price go up. It's like, what is every stock in the world? What is everything ever? These people pointing, Ponzi, you're a Ponzi because you're not Bitcoin. How does Bitcoin go up? How does the price of Bitcoin go up? Well, at this point, it doesn't go up much anymore. But the only people left to buy Bitcoin are big institutions. You know, you're not gonna the Bitcoin 14-year Bitcoin had a 14-year run. It had a good run. It might do a 3x in the next bull market. I highly doubt it's cracking 100K. Maybe we get to 120K Bitcoin. Where does that price growth come from? It comes from people buying, and it comes from people holding and not selling. Buying and not selling. If you buy something, the price goes up. If you sell something, the price goes down. Anyway, because adoption is the most important thing in crypto, in any ecosystem, and because the best time to adopt and onboard is at the bottom of a bear market, like right now, because it's only up from here. Not that now. Look, I'm not a financial advisor. Could go down. Could go down way more. We could have World War III. I don't know. Bad things could happen. But I'd rather take a swing. Okay. I'd rather take a bet and fail. And then, if the apocalypse comes, we've got bigger fish to fry, right? World War III breaks out. We got bigger stuff to worry about. And by the way, all your stocks are screwed as well. All your bonds. If the world economy is screwed, you're not going to be safe anywhere, maybe. Might be good to keep some cash, but this is the time to think about getting in. And so if what I'm saying in this live stream makes no sense to you, if you're a newbie or even if you're like an average intermediate level, you just want to know more about crypto, hexpassiveincome.com, link above right here. Hexpassiveincome.com will teach you everything. I mean, it is everything I learned in crypto, what to do, what not to do. And what not to do is almost more important than what to do. Because I've been in crypto 9 years, and I could tell you 4 of those years I wasted just doing dumb stuff. So learn from my mistakes. Take it from someone that's already financially free. I teach things like long-term holding, watch out for shiny object syndrome. Don't overextend yourself. Trading sucks. All this kind of, it's not a trading course. Everyone thinks crypto is trading. It's not a trading course. Anyway, it's super affordable. Use code BEARMARKET, 25% off. But the affiliate program, the cookie should last forever, to answer that question. And then it pays 40%. So it's extremely generous. If somebody uses the coupon and buys with your affiliate link, by the way, guys, affiliate links in the description below. If you want to make your own referral link and onboard a friend or family, maybe you've got, your mom or dad's always been wondering about crypto, not really sure how to do it. I take you through the mindset, the security, the setup. I literally, it's as close as I can get to holding your hand without physically holding your hand. Like without physically putting my hand on your mouse. I'll tell you what to click on, what to download, what's safe, how not to get scammed. That's a big one, right? My lesson on how not to get scammed might be the most important lesson in the entire course because, all of this is for nothing. If you put $20,000 into crypto and you lose it all, that's worse even than crypto dropping by 90%. If it drops 90%, hey, at least you still got $2,000 left. You can lose it all if you do dumb stuff. So I teach all that stuff. It pays, I think, $110 if a user uses the coupon bear market for 25% off and uses your referral link to get 40%. You can make anywhere from $110 if they use the coupon to $140, I think, if they don't use the coupon. So check out those links. Thank you for the question. Thank you for allowing me to shill your hand on my mouse. Yeah, sorry, guys. Hold me. I wish I could, yo, mammy. I wish I could. I forgot I still had some Hex on Coinbase Wallet, Christopher says. Can I still use Coinbase Wallet to hold Hex? Thanks, you. You can still use Coinbase Wallet. It's okay. It's just that the only reason I don't use Coinbase Wallet is because it communicates with Coinbase itself, and it's less private. Basically, it shares all your data with Coinbase. Like, it still is your money. Like, it still is your private keys, your money, but it's a lot closer to centralized than decentralized. So, I mean, if any evil government were to want to spy on you, which I like my privacy. I'm not doing anything wrong, but I like my privacy. And so I just don't like the fact that a company like Coinbase is basically tracking your public addresses, all your transactions. They're tracking everything besides your private key. Shit, for all I know, they might be keeping your private key too. So I don't trust Coinbase Wallet just because it comes from Coinbase, the company, but it's still a very legitimate, like a lot of people use it. It's totally fine. Like it's pretty safe. Like you're not going to get hacked with it probably. Recommended Pulse Wallet. here's the thing, entrepreneur. This is a good question. Entrepreneur wants to know what's my recommended Pulsechain version of Pulsechain wallet. We got a lot of people building. Okay, we've got a lot of good opportunities for this one, and we got four. We got four options. Now, be very careful, just because I'll tell you right now, two of these options have been established for a long time. The other two are new, and I don't like putting my money into a brand new wallet. You know, I need it to stand the test of time. You know, the Lindy effect. The Lindy effect says that the longer something's been around, the longer it's probably going to be around. Basically, something's life expectancy is proportional to its existing lifespan. So something that's been around for 6 months has a lot of uncertainty. We don't know if it's going to be around for the next 2 years. Something that's been around for 5 years, we can be pretty certain it's probably going to be around for another 10 years. Okay, that's the Lindy effect. And so that's what I need. Like, when it comes to wallet software, it's incredibly important that you don't risk all your money in relatively new wallet software. So I've got my eye on Internet Money. Yes, I've got my eye on thepulsewallet.org. Even the guy from the Pulse Wallet, the guy that I interviewed today, he even told me, look, we just started here. We want to make this wallet as safe and secure and private as we can. But he said, you know, be careful for now. Like, we are a new team and we need to earn your trust, is what he said. I really like that. He said, we need to earn your trust. I'm like, yeah, I mean, of course. I love what I see so far from these guys, Internet Money, the Pulse Wallet. I like what I see from them, but I'm not instantly converting all my wallets over to these brand new wallet softwares just because MetaMask is, you know, tracking the inferior link on the Ethereum side. So that's not enough for me to switch off of MetaMask yet. It still has the Lindy effect. It's still the safest in my opinion, and still offers some privacy, because basically the privacy comes from the RPC URL. So people don't know, when you're using Pulsechain, just by the default RPC settings of Pulsechain, you're already more protected than you are on the Ethereum side, because people are JP Morgan spying on the inferior nodes. They're spying on the RPC Ethereum URL. They're not spying on Pulsechain, or at least I don't think so. Who knows? I mean, shit, for all I know, the NSA is hearing everything. The two that have been around for a while that I would trust a little bit more, and this is not to talk badly about either team. I'm not talking badly about the Pulse Wallet or Internet Money, but there's two options called Aurochs and Rabby, and they've been around for a lot longer. And so they have a little bit more room to grow, and they both support Pulsechain as well. So if you really have to ditch MetaMask for now, I would start with Aurochs and Rabby. Aurochs, it's AUROX, and then Rabby is RABBY. Both very professional, both very secure. But again, maybe not a guarantee that they're secure, but they've been pretty good so far. And then later on down the line, just make sure you don't sleep on Internet Money and then the Pulse Wallet. These two wallets are going to be, I'm sure they're going to keep getting better and better and better. It's just that Pulsechain is new right now. Pulsechain's 6 months old, and these wallets are, you know, even newer than that. I mean, maybe they've been worked on for a while before Pulsechain launched, but you know what I'm trying to say, guys. Just be careful out there. I'm not trying to talk bad about these teams. Archie says Rabby is open source, looks really good. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things. I think the team at Rabby is incredibly technical. And then I've heard Randy really vouch for Aurochs wallet as well. So 0x Coast, good, nice. Entrepreneur says he's got 0x Coast. 0x Coast is a stablecoin generating platform. You can mint stablecoins directly on Pulsechain. So if you're brand new to Pulsechain and you want to link your bank account, and if you want to mint your own stablecoins, it's a stablecoin called CST. You can literally connect your bank account to this place, have it, you know, funnel some money from your bank account to your Coast account. And from that Coast account, you can mint stablecoins. The whole process takes like, 15 minutes from sign up to minting, maybe less, 10 minutes. So check out gainpulsechain.com. That link is in the description below as well. If you use that invite link, you'll also get 5,000 free tokens, free weight tokens. And these weight tokens can be used to stake and lower your fees, your minting fees. So after you go to gainpulsechain.com, mint your first stablecoins, you need to do one transaction first to unlock the 5,000 free tokens. So what you could do is go to gainpulsechain.com. You could mint like, I don't know, you can mint like $5 worth of stablecoin. You'll pay a 4% fee. Then you'll get the weight tokens. And then you could stake those weight tokens and take your fee structure down from 4% to 2%. So, and this is good for big money too. So I talk about this in my course as well. There's different buying options, right? I mean, I tell people the right way to buy is like, the Coinbase to MetaMask through the bridge and through PaulSexs and all that. That's the reliable way. That's the decentralized, most reliable way. But there's faster ways. And this way in particular through gainpulsechain.com, this is for your high roller types. If you've got 10 grand, 20 grand, 100 grand, if you've got more than a couple $1,000s to funnel into PulseChain, you're going to want to be using gainpulsechain.com because it allows you to do, basically there are no limits. Okay. We've seen over $3 million get sent there in the past month, or 2 or 3 months rather. But people use these for, wire transfers, ACH transfers. You can even link your Revolut account. Some people in Europe, they have Revolut. There's also Wise, I think WYZE. I've never heard of this. I think it's another European one. You can link your Wise account. You can even send stablecoins from Ethereum into gainpulsechain.com, and then you can mint CST by just sending stablecoins directly, and they'll convert them for you. There's all kinds of easy methods. That's why I love it. I mean, these guys are also changing the game, and people don't realize how awesome PulseChain is already. Like, people have no idea. We've got like all of the infinity stones. We've got all the pillars of a fully functioning decentralized ecosystem. Fully functional parallel financial ecosystem, censorship resistant, the way crypto is supposed to be, real DeFi. And you've got this on-ramp too. I mean, obviously this on-ramp is centralized. Gainpulsechain.com is centralized, but it's creative. They use like this trust structure where they have a trust. I mean, basically they stay outside the flow of funds. It's really innovative. Okay. It's an innovative. It's cool, guys. It's cool. And obviously one of the things about crypto is that when it comes to on-ramps, it's hard to, I don't know if a trustless fiat on-ramp will ever exist. I'm worried that we might be too far gone. Like, at any point when your bank account touches crypto, as far as I know, you're going to have to do KYC AML. Like, you're going to have to send your ID. You're going to have to send a hostage picture. I know it's not cool. It's not crypto. It's not very cypherpunk. But if you guys know, other than local Bitcoins or local Monero, which you don't want to get wrench attacked, right? I mean, you can go to local Monero and meet up with a guy and he'll give you Monero and you'll give him a briefcase full of cash, but you might also get shot, so I don't know about the, in real life meetups and all that. Yeah. Crypto 7 says, I have Revolut. It's good. Monzo is better. Cool. Yeah. You guys got a lot more options. I think you've also got Skrill. I mean, in the US we've got Venmo, Cash App, we've got Zelle, but I mean, Europe's got a lot of different payment processors. Revolut asks questions. Yeah, I don't like when they ask questions. I don't like when they ask too many questions. Wise is great when traveling. That's good. Good to know, Archie. Thank you. Good to know. GB says, I still love Monero. I love Monero. I don't talk about Monero very often because it's not sexy and cool, but I've always liked Monero. You guys know me. I like real crypto. Monero is actually private, but price ain't going up that much. Let's see. Monero. Ooh, is Monero really down? Oh, no. I type in XMR on Dex Screener and I got like 30 fake Moneros. What the hell? Oh my God. All right. I guess I shouldn't be on Dex Screener for Monero. It's all fake Moneros on Dex Screener. All right. Monero price. I guess I got to go to, I'm never going to CoinMarketCap again, but I will go to CoinGecko. I don't like it, but I will go to CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap can suck my balls. CoinGecko, we got $150 per Monero. Let's see how that chart looks over time. Well, if you held Monero since 2017, you're still up. What is that? So 150 over 5. 150 over 5. Why can't I do that? You're up 30x. It's never a bad idea to have like a couple Monero in your wallet. Wink, wink. Is LUSD still the best stable coin? I think it's USDL. Oh, you mean LUSD on Ethereum? Look, it's hard to say what the best stable coin is. I mean, DAI has been pretty good. It's like half decentralized. USDC is like the American one. USDT is like the rest of the world. People don't realize the rest of the world, Asia especially, like they all use USDT. Everything on Binance, it's all USDT over there. But those are centralized, right? USDT and USDC, they've got an off switch. So, they shut people off when you're on like a terrorist watch list and stuff. But LUSD is pretty good, and it's still surviving out there. There's just not as much liquidity for it. Same thing with TUSD. Like TUSD is great. It's a great way to off ramp to your bank account because when you, I'll tell you guys a secret. Like when you offload TUSD to your bank account, it shows up as like not a crypto, and like it doesn't look like a crypto company. So you're a lot less likely to be flagged if who knows? Maybe you live in like the communist country of Canada or something like that. Just kidding, Canada. But people have been known to have their account shut off just for interacting with crypto. Certain countries, they don't like it. And it happens to be the quote unquote free countries. I mean, it happens to be like Canada, Australia, and stuff like that. Even America, there's been some BS. So TUSD is good for on and off ramping, but again, lower liquidity. LUSD, probably same deal. You can't really off ramp it anywhere I know of. Like you probably need to convert it to a different stable coin and then off ramp that one. If you're looking, people look for stable coins to take profit, right? Thorchain, I don't really. Didn't Thorchain get censored? I'm pretty sure Thorchain just had like Thorchain basically just bent the knee as well. They had a DEX. They had like an atomic swap DEX from chain to chain, all private and stuff. And the feds basically realized that like 50% of all the volume going through Thorchain DEX was was illegal activity, which like you shouldn't care about that. Let's not be snooping around in everyone's business. Maybe look. Sucks that I can't talk about my real feelings on YouTube because I'm going to get banned. I don't want to. I'm sorry. Sorry, YouTube. But yeah, Thorchain, I think it lately had some news that I just didn't like that much. Like they became a lot more centralized and they kind of sold out to the feds. Matty Allen got his account closed. Yep, that was garbage. That was really, really bad. Luckily, hey, you can always make more than one bank account, guys. It's never a bad idea to have a backup bank account or two. Remember to take profits when there's crazy euphoria. Thank you, Crypto Dave. Yes, I'm sure a lot of us, myself included, I'm sure we all wish we took more profit in the last bull market. So that's another thing I mentioned. I make sure to mention this in Hex Passive Income as well. We're talking about like when to buy. Like there's no magical answer. There's no crystal ball. But I really do try to say, buy low, sell high, and be wary. I have in my course, I say like, depending on when you're watching this video, the markets could be really frothy. The markets could be incredibly high. And in that case, if you're watching this video, 2 years from now, and we've done a 200, 300x in Pulsechain, Hex has done a 500x. We're all on the moon partying naked with our pants off, like Somi says. You might, and people aren't going to like this either because people only want to buy at the top. Like, that's when your taxi driver and your friend's dog wants to buy and all this stuff. It's only after the green candles. Why is that? It's called confirmation bias. People, green candles and buying at the top of green candles is literally you're saying to yourself, well, everybody already else bought, so it must be a good idea. And, you need to do what people aren't doing. You need to be greedy when others are fearful, but nobody wants to. So I try to tell people, especially even in the course, I try to say, you could be watching this in 2025, 2026. I don't know what the prices are going to be when you're watching this. But if Pulsechain has gone up 100x, you might want to sit this one out for now and just buy when there's a dip, another 50, 60, 70, 80% dip. But, yell and scream. And I just know some people won't be able to help themselves. And I fell victim to it as well. I mean, I was lucky to have taken some profit just because I happened to have a stake ending around the top, but like, I'm in a staking ladder. So part of that's good. Part of that's bad. I used to be 100% staked. Now I would say I'm like 90% staked. And I'm 90% staked in my Hex, by the way, just mostly to open myself up to yield farming opportunities. People are like, you're not a true Hexican because you're not 100% staked. Well, I was 100% staked. And once I saw these new yield farming opportunities coming up on Pulsechain, as my stakes were coming out, and typically in the bear market, I would just restake them because I didn't want to sell super low. Like I would restake the whole thing sometimes. And instead of a couple of these, just restaking the whole thing, I kept them liquid. And I've been experimenting on PHex. I've been experimenting on PaulSexs.com, doing some yield farming. So I'm probably like, I haven't done the math, probably 80 to 90% staked at this point. D'Artagnan says, hit the like, subscribe, and follow Twitter Crypto Coffee for latest DeFi news. Thank you, D'Artagnan. Thank you, sir. I have the big banks and the crypto-friendly banks. That's a good way to put it. There are crypto-friendly banks. You know, the world is not anti-crypto. I think people need to realize this too. There's a very small percentage of the actual world that's anti-crypto. And who do you think it is? You know, it's the people whose business models are threatened by the very existence of crypto. So luckily, these guys are greedy too, and they've lined their pockets. They've got crypto. And once the powers that be, you know, the institutions that feel like they're threatened by crypto, once they feel like they got control of it, you can see right now, BlackRock, Larry Fink coming out. Larry Fink saying crypto is a flight to safety. Notice how he didn't say Bitcoin. He said crypto is a flight to safety. So he's got his hands around a whole bunch of Bitcoin now, right? So he needs exit liquidity on his Bitcoin. And he needs a lot of exit. We're talking, he needs billions of dollars of exit liquidity. So when you start hearing these Rocka Negra guys, Finky Dinky, Stinky Finky, how about that? You start hearing these guys say good things about Bitcoin. When 2017, they hated it. You know, they're buying it up. 2023, they love it now. You know, they're selling. So just do the opposite of whatever the mainstream media does. Literally do the opposite. Or, you know, it's all, and I used to be optimistic too. Like, well, maybe it's not all lies. It's really all lies. And it has degraded. Things have gotten like a little bit worse. Mainstream, you know, big institutions, they've always played the same games, but it's never been more in your face and it's never been more obvious. But yeah, there are crypto-friendly banks. What I'm saying is the whole world doesn't hate crypto. You know, Elizabeth Warren was sent from the lizard people to tell Gary Gensler to shut down all of crypto. Gary was teaching classes about crypto. Gary bought Algorand. I mean, he probably didn't buy it. I mean, he'll never admit it. If he did, he's probably not allowed to admit it. You look at his old classes at MIT. He used to teach classes at MIT University, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, very prestigious, talking about educating people about how crypto works. And how he's like, he was quoted saying that maybe about a quarter of all the crypto projects out there are securities, implying that, well, then 75% of them are probably not. And why did he change his stance? What happened? Well, he started talking to the Karen of crypto. Mr. Gary Gensler and the Karen of crypto teamed up for their anti-crypto army. They literally have a PAC, a political action committee called the Anti-Crypto Army. But it's funny because it's not a partisan viewpoint at all. I mean, this is a completely populist movement. It's a completely social, organic, grassroots revolution. Join it. Crypto, real DeFi, Hex Pulsechain, PaulSexs. Join the movement. You ask 10 people on the street, are they anti-crypto? Nobody's anti-crypto. The real people, the human beings that are not the politicians, and even some of the politicians are pro-crypto. But your average day Joe Schmo off the street, you go ask them what they think of crypto. They're curious. They're interested. I've literally done this. I made a YouTube video. If you scroll back, I made a YouTube video where I go awkwardly try to talk to like 10 different people, get their takes on crypto. And nobody is like, oh, crypto, you must be evil. Now, look, maybe they haven't psyoped everybody yet. Maybe just wait. I hope it doesn't come to that where they psyop everybody into thinking that every crypto guy or crypto woman is, you know, a terrorist piece of crap or something like that. Oh, terrorist, money launderer. You're evading taxes. You're part of the problem. I don't think it'll come to that point, but even if it does, I think the people are smart enough to realize that crypto is opportunity. Crypto is accessible. It's the only asset class that's accessible to everybody. You need to educate yourself. Yeah, there are scams. There's a ton of scams. But if you have education, you can make life-changing money. You can literally make life-changing money. HexPassiveIncome.com. I teach people how not to lose, how to do it safe, how to do it right. And it's accessible to anybody with an internet connection and an education. Now, you don't want to go in there and just raw dog it. You don't want to go in there blind and not knowing what you're doing because you're going to get taken advantage of. You're going to get scammed. I've been scammed. You know, learn from my mistakes at HexPassiveIncome.com. But a lot of people are interested, and they should be offered the opportunity to have free digital peer-to-peer digital self-sovereign borderless money It's like having a Swiss bank account in your pocket. Okay. It's better than that. It's better than that. You get your private key. Nobody can take that away from you. You can memorize it in your brain and nobody can take that away from you. Your bank can't shut your account off. Censorship resistance, getting rid of middlemen. That's why crypto was invented. You ever get your account frozen? Have you ever had your account frozen because you're trying to sell or send, $1,000 to somebody else? Sometimes people get their accounts frozen just because they're trying to sell, or send rather, some amount of money. That's not even a large amount of money, because $1,000 these days isn't like a life-changing crazy amount of money. And you can get flagged by, whatever, Zelle, whatever it might be, and say, oh, you look suspicious. We better shut your account off for your own protection, of course. For your own protection. Looks like you have some suspicious activity. So, crypto is freedom. Crypto is the right way. And it's got potential for mad gains still on the table, especially with the newer coins. Probably not going to get it in Bitcoin. Ethereum is going to do okay, probably. But you want the newer stuff. I like Hex. I like Pulsechain. I like PaulSexs. And, it's real freedom. So what are we going? What's going on in the chat here? Hey, everybody. Sorry for ignoring you guys. Hey there, Coffee. How you doing, Andre? Yes, Coffee probably got the Hex Shield at the top. Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, somebody sent me the Hex Shield, actually. It was a gift. But I definitely sure did. I like the IM wallet. I like it too. It's pretty cool. Keep an eye on it. Hex. Man, oh my God. I'm so far behind. I'm sorry. Big brain talk. Thank you, Stefan. My liberal parents think crypto is still a terrorist currency. Dang, sounds like they must be pretty liberal then. Pretty liberal. It's like saying the internet is only for porn and the dark web. If they tell you that, just be like, that's like saying the internet is only for pornography. It's a good comeback. All right, what else we got in the chat here? Love the t-shirt. Thank you. Hex.com t-shirt. Let's get excited, people. EHex has turned the corner. The bottom is officially in, says Gravelev. Hey, you said it, Gravelev. You said it, not me. Yeah, I'm too butthurt. I'm too disenfranchised to make a bottom call right now, but it sure does feel like it. Golly gee willikers. It definitely feels like we got a bottom on EHex, doesn't it? MetaMask for now. That's right, Q. MetaMask for now, but I'm looking to switch. Well, again, Aurochs and Rabby have the most track record, but the newer Pulse chain ones that are being built, Internet Money, and then thepulsewallet.org. Pulse chain community and its development is crazy. It looks like Ethereum in 2015. Few will know what I mean. It's really something, guys. There is no community like this community. There's nothing like this. Like, show me where else people are building. Show me where people are driving from city to city and going on tour and having meetups in every single city in the United States of America and in Europe. They're coming to Europe next year. We've been doing this for the last 3 years with Hex too. It's like, where have you guys been? We're building every day. New people, new YouTubers, tons of Twitter people. Who cuts my hair? Why? Are they doing a good job? Or are you gonna? Is this setting me up for a diss? I went to Floyd's barbershop. Floyd's barbershop. It's like a chain. Franklin says, F it. We create the census. So let's just all agree the bottom is in. Yep. We create it, don't we? The bottom is in, boys. The bottom is in. Bottom is in. Smash the like. Alex Santos says, smash the like. We do. We create reality, guys. We talk about it. We create reality. We talk about the SEC. People are scared. Look, it's only as scary as you lend power to it. It's only as scary as you think it's scary. It can't stop you from buying. And that's all the SEC can do. All the SEC can do is spread fear. So if you fall for the fear, that's on you. I understand these fears are concerning at first, but when you realize the SEC doesn't have a leg to stand on, they don't have a single of the 4 Howey test legs to stand on. Richard Hart's going to fight like a dog. He's going to fight like hell. He's going to probably win. Even if he doesn't, if the worst case is a fine, okay. Probability of him going to jail, almost zero. Not zero, but almost zero. Look, Hex did a 10,000x with no exchange listings. Nobody knew where to get it. Illiquid, relatively. Lowest liquidity. Bitcoin pumped the hardest with no liquidity, no ways to get it. Everybody's saying it was for money laundering, terrorism. All coins in the early days pump on low liquidity. Plus, Richard will win this fight. We're all going to win. We're all writing letters to the SEC. We're giving them a ton of paperwork. These rules are not going to get through. If you guys have anything to say about it, get out there, use AI. It's all over my Twitter, guys. Use AI and write to the SEC. Tell them, the IRS, the SEC, these rules are garbage. You can actually affect change in the world. Plus, yeah, the SEC, if they're suing everybody, it's like it takes the power out of it, right? On top of that, there's potential for Gary Gensler to get fired. Congress has proposed the SEC Restabilization Act, I think it's called, which really means the Fire Gary Gensler Act. So there's a chance, when we get a new president next year, there's a chance he's out the door. And then that could put a whole wrench in things too, right? Changing up the chairs. People might not care so much. Look, and Richard's going to fight, right? Richard's going to fight. We know this no matter what. People ask fight or settle, fight or settle. It's not even the right question, right? He's going to fight no matter what. And the outcome is win or settle. So what's it going to be? Win or settle? How long is it going to take? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Here's why. What really matters, I'm going to tell you guys something that you probably won't agree with, a lot of you, but the news doesn't matter as much as you think it matters. The actual physical event happening, two people can look at the same information and draw completely different conclusions. I've learned that in crypto, right? I mean, just look at crypto, right? Some people show them Hex. They're like, Hex is awesome. Hex forever. Hex to the moon. And then you show Hex to like a Bitcoin maxi and they're like, they shy, they like, they cower away in fear because they just don't understand it. And they get mad and they say, scam, scam, scam. And it's like, it's the same facts, the facts are the facts, trustless immutable contract. OA never sold any coins. OA is getting diluted. You can look at all this stuff, like all the arguing points, all the classic hater arguing points. Anyway, two people can look at the same thing and draw different conclusions. So two people can look at the SEC case and be like, oh, this is terrible. It's going to suppress the prices. Or, oh, you can look at it in the positive way of, yeah, we're on this fight together. We're with Richard. I stand with Richard. We're going to kick the SEC's ass. We're all going to win. And one day Hex will be deemed not a security. And if we do that positive take, that's what the difference is between a bear market and a bull market. It really is. Like, you show me the news and I'll tell you the spin that they're going to put on it. Like, show me the facts and I'll spin the news for you based on the market conditions. In a bear market, everyone's like, oh no, SEC, we're done for. We'll never pump. But they're just using that. If it wasn't the SEC, it would be something else. Before it was the SEC, it was Richard's outrage marketing. It's that people are going to find something to attach to and use that as the reason why the prices are down. The real reason prices are down is because the Fed printed too much money and the macro conditions suck and there's geopolitical instability and everyone's getting fired. Everyone's losing their jobs. People are homeless. They're drug addicted. It's a societal collapse. Okay. People are struggling right now. Okay. These are hard times. We had 1 decade of quantitative easing. So I think we got to pay for that a little bit. And look, when they start money printing again, money printer comes back on. It's going to change from, oh no, we'll never pump because the SEC, no. It's going to change to, we're going to win this fight. We're on Richard's side. Yeah, we're going to kill them all. Oh, shit, probably shouldn't. Anyway. Yeah. You understand what I mean, guys? You show me the news, I'll spin it for you. I will spin the news for you. It's all just based on basically people's mass sentiment, the hive mind, the collective consciousness of everybody. All right. If people are more bullish again, it's something we all rally behind. It's a rallying cry. It's like, Richard's going to win. We will win. Richard's going to fight. I'll tell you something else, guys. I'm going to fight with him because me and this one guy, I'm going to start doing Twitter spaces pretty soon. Little teaser, guys. Some hot alpha right off the press for you. We're going to file an amicus brief. We're going to collect signatures. We're going to get 1,000 signatures, maybe more, of people claiming that they were not victims of Richard, that they were clearly sacrificing for freedom of speech, yada, yada, all that. We have a dope lawyer. This guy represented Kyle Rittenhouse. He represented Jamie Foxx, got them out of jail in much worse circumstances. This is nothing to Robert Barnes. Okay. We've got this awesome lawyer. He's submitting it for us on behalf of, what was it called? There's a whole organization, the Free America Law Center. Okay. We're going to be filing this amicus brief, which means friend of the court. We got to wait till the court actually starts. That's the thing. It hasn't even started yet. Like November 29th is going to come around. It's probably going to be a motion to dismiss, which would be the first logical thing to happen. And then once the court procedure is underway, we can file an amicus brief, collect a whole bunch of signatures about why the SEC is corrupt and incompetent and why we are not victims. And it's going to be really hard for them to really just find more victims than non-victims, right? I'm pretty confident of that. And yes, you will have to give away personally identifiable information. So if that's triggering to you, rather than complain and be a detractor, maybe just don't sign it. You don't have, nobody has to sign this, but this is something that we can do that I'm organizing. You're welcome. Organizing it. I'm going to be doing some Twitter spaces and we're going to get a bunch of signatures. Got an awesome badass lawyer already paid for, by the way. We already paid for the lawyer, so you're welcome. And we're going to get this submitted to the courts so that the judge will have to read it before, entering into debate and all that, court proceedings, yada, yada. They'll have to read this amicus brief that, 1,000 people signed and maybe sway the opinion a little bit to get the whole picture that, the plaintiff is not really a representation of reality, and that there are hundreds and thousands of people that believe in freedom of speech, that didn't have any expectation of profit from the work of others, and that like PaulSecs and Hex because it's real DeFi. All right, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. You don't have to be from the US to sign either. You do not have to be from the US to sign. I'm seeing many say $10 Hex 2025. Nice. I like that attitude. I like that price target. Knox Holiday says, I'm signing. Good job. I'm signing too. I think we'll have no problem getting a whole bunch of signatures, guys. So, yeah, just look out for that. It's a little sneak preview. Okay, a little teaser. But keep an eye out for that. We're not just going to sit around and do nothing, right? All you got to do is sign a thing. It's like not even that hard. It takes you like 2 minutes. It's a digital online. It'll be a website. So pretty excited for this stuff, guys. Pretty excited. Let's go out there and fight. All right. Like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment. All that stuff helps the algorithm. It really does. It helps make Hex go viral, helps make PulseChain go viral. And if you didn't understand anything I was talking about today, hexpassiveincome.com, or buy it for your friends and family. Onboard a new person. If you're a crypto veteran, make a referral link. You can get 40% and get paid to onboard. Couldn't be easier. All right, guys. Thanks. Really appreciate all two. Hey, we beat Tai Lopez. Fuck yeah, we beat Tai Lopez. Yes. Thank you guys for giving me more viewership than Tai freaking Lopez. That guy had 169 viewers. We got 257 here. Hex Pulsechain, more viral than a Tai Lopez live stream on affiliate marketing. 7's in the chat. All right, guys. Good job. You guys are awesome. We kicked Tai Lopez butt. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.